Peter King was at this game, and I was thinking, here's how I knew Peter King was at the game. His seat was right next to mine. We had assigned seats. I sit down, and I'm looking to my left is Cam Inman, great guy. To my right, Peter King. I'm thinking, wow, I'm going to sit next to Peter King today. But then I was thinking, I don't think I will. I don't think he's going to sit here. I saw him. He was there. I saw him eating lunch. He never sat down next to me. Now, maybe I wasn't smelling good, but it's possible he was somewhere else. Maybe he was talking to someone. Anyway, I was thinking, I'm really interested to hear what his opinion is after this game, because I bet it'll be informed by someone he spoke to. And sure enough, he says, hey, man, the Niners for everything I'm hearing, there's a real chance Jimmy could come back. They're really impressed by how he's handled this awkward situation with his career on the line, how he's responded. I believe him. I mean, Peter King talking to someone, he even said from everything he's hearing, I'm guessing. I don't know. My best guess is it's freaking the general manager. But anyway, who traded for Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know that. This is a real possibility. And I just want to say, I'm not 100% against it. Whatever, dude. If you want to keep Jimmy Garoppolo, that's your freaking business. But you got to extend his contract and make him cheaper. You should have done, honestly, you could have done this 2 years ago. But if you keep Jimmy, give him an extension and make him, $15 million a year, because I think he's fine. He's okay. The team likes him. You could probably win with him if he was half the price, and you could actually invest in the right side of your offensive line and your defensive backfield. I don't have a problem with it, but he has to be way freaking cheaper. That if they bring him back next year and pay him $27 million and keep Trey Lance on the bench, it's lunacy. There's a way to handle this, and they're not doing it. But I don't have a problem, Jimmy. You can win with a guy like Jimmy at a certain price. Fine, whatever.
I'm against it. I think they gotta move on. I mean, you traded 2 first-round picks, and then you drafted Trey Lance. You're too much invested in Trey Lance. You need that money to surround Trey Lance with players. On top of that, there is an injury history with Jimmy Garoppolo, so he could be injured next year. Which
true.
And now you just have all that money.
It's not what It's not what I would do. But if that's what they want to do, fine. Make it work. Renegotiate that contract and extend him if that's what you want to do.
We just spoke about D Ford earlier. So let's just say you could potentially have D Ford, one of the highest paid players on the team, and Jimmy Garoppolo injured next year on your roster and getting no value out of that. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't like them riding the fence. This year, having both quarterbacks, it's dumb. Sorry. It doesn't make sense. It's too expensive. And if you're going to do that again, pick one. If it's Jimmy, it's Jimmy. If it's Trey, it's Trey. Don't do the whole 2 quarterback thing because it's way too expensive.
But they've already chosen Trey. They drafted Trey Lance.
They get rid of Jimmy. It's got to be one or the other, man. That's all I'm saying. It seems like the ownership have said it's going to be Trey. If John Lynch can do this end around, or whoever it is that really likes Jimmy Garoppolo and keep Jimmy there, fine. If Jimmy wins a Super Bowl this year, fine. But get rid of Trey then at that point. Commit to one, because really it's unfair what they did to Jimmy. They're like, yo, Jimmy's our guy still, but we're not going to give him any help in the draft. That's not helpful. Maybe Jimmy be playing a lot better right now if he had Jamar Chase or something like that. I don't know. Pick one.
You could argue that the best time to beat Jimmy Garoppolo would be if he won the Super Bowl, because you probably get you really want that first round draft pick.
But again,
if you won a Super Bowl,
the only thing is there's a possibility that Trey Lance is a bust. We don't know. They don't know.
There is.
You have to and if they're scared about that, if they think he is, and they feel like Garoppolo is still their best option for now, whatever. Just make up your mind. Please make up your mind. And give Jimmy the help he needs, or get rid of him and give Trey the help he needs, because Trey on the bench doesn't help Jimmy. Jimmy on the bench doesn't help Trey. It doesn't help the whole team. And you see the effects on other parts of the roster. Make up your mind. Make a decision. I know I would go with Trey Lance, of course, but they see him in practice every day. If Jimmy really is their guy and they just had this epiphany after 5 years, then